Mega Man X. Back in the days of the NES, the Mega Man franchise was, without a doubt, my favourite franchise of the lot on this console. Yes, even more than the Zelda games, because let's face it, Zelda 1 was awesome, but Zelda 2 sucked. But Mega Man, pure awesomeness. Mega Man 1, awesome. Mega Man 2, awesome. Mega Man 3, awesome. Mega Man 4, my favourite. Mega Man 5, it's pretty good. Mega Man 6, alright, you got a robot that's a flower. What you doing? And then for Nintendo's new console, the Super Nintendo, they decide that Mega Man needs an upgrade. But the weird thing is, while this is a Mega Man game, and it is a Mega Man as the main character, it's not the Mega Man. No, this guy ain't this guy. This guy that's 8-bit is Rock. This guy that's 16-bit is X. Now what sets them apart? Well, story-wise, X is apparently a whole new robot that has free will. Dr. Light designed him to have free will. But I thought Rock had free will. I thought the original Mega Man robots all had free will, to an extent. Of course, there were many that were controlled by Dr. Willy, as I called him, because I'm dyslexic and couldn't read Wily properly. Yes, this is true. I'm not lying, and this is not a joke. This is God's truth. When I was growing up, I used to call him Dr. Willy. Yup. So as far as I can tell, X's main ability, the thing he was designed for, is bullshit. But whatever, it doesn't really matter as long as the game is good. And it is pretty fucking good. Now don't get me wrong, I do prefer the 8-bit Mega Man games. I feel like they had better control, better reaction, and were more imaginative. But that doesn't mean that this game is crap. Far from it. This game is fucking awesome. Some would say it's one of the best in the Mega Man X franchise. I don't know if that's true. I have not played all of them, so I'm not going to say on that one. I will say, though, that the bosses in this game are a bit stupid. Yes, I know, in the 8-bit ones we did have some really dumb robots, like that fucking flower one I mentioned earlier. But in this one, you got one that's a penguin and one that's an elephant. Alright, it's a mammoth, but it's a fucking elephant. Although to make up for that crap, we get a new Mega Man type robot character that isn't X. We get Zero. Now Zero is pretty cool, pretty damn badass, I have to admit. And this new robot would have his own video games later down the line. As well as new heroes, you've also got a new baddie. Dr. Willy is fucked off, because this game's based 100 years after the old Mega Man games, so it's fair to say he's a little bit dead. Now we have a robot called Sigma, who's evil because reasons. Some of the enemies in the game are actually quite imaginative, but I have to say it feels like too many of the bastards jump on the screen at once sometimes. It can be a little unfair, but that doesn't really matter because as you get further on in the game, you get all new power-ups for Mega Man. And yes, you do get the ones you obtain through killing the main bosses. Yeah, standard for a Mega Man game. But you also get these other ones. That's right, you get them from holograms left by Dr. Light. Because the clairvoyant fuck somehow knew all this shit was going to go down and decided to leave you powered up bullshit throughout certain levels. Why did he decide to do this? How is it he could see into the future? Plot hole, give a fuck. So do me a favour, find a young person today, hold them at gunpoint and tell them to play a fucking Mega Man game.